Okay, so looking at 73, you're going to do it the exact same way. There's 3 terms here, right? But the same thing. You're going to make the LCD on all of them the same, the denominator on all of them the same. But before I can do that, what's the very first thing I should do here? Wait. Did y'all say something different? What did you say?
I said factor by mistake.
Okay, and you said find the least common denominator, right? So you do need to find the least common denominator, but on these solve problems, what's the first thing that you want to write out?
Oh, make it over 1, like 2 over 1.
Okay, so that's right. Okay, so you do want to put this 2 over 1, but Drew, what did you say? The restrictions, right? Because that's going to show you whether your answers are there or not. You're going to see, I think over half the people got one of the questions on the test right where the answer was 2 or something like that, but that was a restriction, which means there's no solution, right? So what is my only restriction here?
0.
X does not equal 0. I'm writing restrictions here, right? X does not equal 0. Okay, so what is the least common denominator going to be between 4x and 1? Yeah, it's going to be 4x. Because what is the number that they'll go up to first? Between 4 and 1 is 4, right? 1 times 4 is 4. 4 is already 4. And then I have to use the variable, so x. So the least common denominator is 4x. So I'm trying to get all the denominators to be 4x. So I'll write it here, LCD, 4x. So what do I need to multiply this first fraction by to get 4x on the denominator? X over x. So let's just go ahead and write in my new fraction. If I multiply by x over x, what is my new fraction?
X squared over 4x.
Right. Okay, now the second fraction, 3 over x. What should I multiply this by to get 4x on the denominator? 4 over 4. And so when I multiply by 4 over 4, what's my new fraction here? 12 over 4x. There's a plus sign, right? So plus equals, and what do I need to multiply 2 over 1 by to get 4x? Right, 4x over 4x. And so what is this? 8x over 4x. Okay, so that's my new equation. X squared over 4x plus 12 over 4x equals 8x over 4x. All the denominators are the same. What can I do with that? Cancel the denominators out. Boom. So now I have equals x squared plus 12 equals 8x. How do I solve for x when I have something that looks like that?
Set the equation equals to 0.
Set the equation equal to 0, so how would I do that?
Cancel out -8.
Okay, so if I do that, what's my new equation? And why would you want to set this equal to 0? So you can factor, that's right. You see this? This is factorable, right, by the x box. If I factor it, I'm going to get x, anybody know? Minus 2 times x minus 6. Okay, equals 0. And how am I going to get my x values from this? Set those factors equal to 0. So x minus 2 equals 0 and x minus 6 equals 0. So what are my two solutions here? 2 and 6. And are those valid solutions? Yes. Why? They're not 0, which was my restriction. And so same step always on these problems. Write your restriction, get the LCD, and then you can cancel out the denominators and then solve for x. So that is 73.